this meeting to order at 7:03. Call the roll, please.
Mayor Fahed?
Here.
Vice Mayor Dion?
Here.
Councilman Santin?
Here.
Councilman Lamas?
Here.
Councilman Perez Crespo?
Here.
There is a quorum present.
Thank you. Let's all please rise for the invocation led by Vice Mayor Joseph Dion.
First, I would like to ask for a moment of silence for the loss of one of our neighbors, Manny Frias, who recently passed, a friend of this community, including two of his beloved city employees, Officer Kevin Frias and Justin Frias and family. Lord, thank you for your many and abundant blessings. Thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and for the honor of bearing appropriate responsibilities. Today I pray for our mayor, all levels of city officials in Miami Springs, and in particular for this assembled council. I am asking that you would graciously grant us the wisdom to govern with the true needs of our residents. I ask all of this in your name, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Okay, please remain standing and we will have the Pledge of Allegiance. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Okay, we will. Agenda and order of business. We're going to move a few things around. So, first thing we are going to do is 13D, which is a request by HOSA Club. They will move up to awards and presentation. At least that's what I'm proposing. Obviously, you guys would have to agree with that, but we want to try to see if we can get them out of here. Or actually, I'm lying. We're going to do it after open forum because that would be something that we would have to vote on. So we'll do it right after open forum. So between 6 and 7.
6, 7.
Okay, the other thing is, I'd like to propose that we move the recognition of the 100-year homes because there are 8 of them. This is a really big deal, and half of them are not here. So it's only going to buy us about 15 minutes, but I'd like to give an opportunity because this was the first thing up. I wouldn't want somebody to get here like 10 minutes late and kind of miss out. So if you guys are willing to hold on, I'd like to propose that we move this to at the beginning of reports and boards and commission, and that's when we're going to be talking to Dr. Jim Watson of the Historic Preservation Board. We will do these presentations right beforehand, and that way he can actually be involved in the presentation. So I think that makes sense. So we would move the historic homes to the beginning of reports and recommendations. And then the one last thing that I wanted to propose was under new business, an item 12B, we will call it. That'll be a discussion about postponing our meeting for March 23rd. So those are the things that were being proposed. A discussion about postponing our meeting the 23rd and 12B. We're moving HOSA up to after open forum, and we're moving the Centennial Homes to 8A. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the agenda with those changes.
Motion to approve the agenda with the changes proposed.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, so we have a first and a second. We can do that via voice vote. All in favor of approving the agenda as stated, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Okay, so the motion carries. And we move on to 5, which is awards and presentations. And so we have 5B, a presentation of Yard of the Month. So can we please have Mr. and Mrs. Alcade come to the front? Dad, you want to get up and take a picture of them? Join us up here. So you guys live at 998 Ibis Avenue?
Yes.
Hold on, I want to get a microphone because I'd just like you guys to say a few words. So who's the brainchild and who's the muscle that made this beautiful yard happen?
Neither one of us have a green thumb, so.
Okay.
No,
But has it been a labor of love? Just,
course.
And
Yeah.
is there a particular theme? What would people expect if they go by and see?
Green.
All right.
No,
Right.
it's some palm trees, and there's various palm trees. So, okay, so let me back up. A few years ago, we did the big project in the backyard.
Right.
And we had a landscape architect come out and kind of give us some ideas.
Nice.
I would say maybe half of the stuff that they gave us stuck.
Right.
And then the other half was just finally coming to terms with what would work and what didn't.
Right.
And then some stuff that we had pulled away because they were dying
Yeah.
came back out of nowhere.
Right.
And
And so in the
it
front,
was super nice.
did you do similarly, or that was in the front?
That was in the front, and
Okay,
then
cool.
it carried into the back. So out of
Awesome.
nowhere, some plants started to pop up, which we knew were dying from
Yeah.
before, and all of a sudden, they're beautiful.
All right. Awesome. Well, look forward to going by and seeing it. Thank you very much. How about a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Donna, we're going to sit back down. Doing the third section. Under your home presentation. Okay, so we move on. That's all we have right now for presentations because we've moved the 100-year down. So we have open forum. No one signed up for open forum this evening. No one online. Okay, so that being said, we will now move on to the HOSA Club, who has a presentation for us, a request for a city donation towards their HOSA Club, which is a Future Healthcare Association. So you guys take it away. Tell us what we need to know.
Good evening. Good evening. Mr. Mayor, council members, Mr. Manager, my name is Thad Karch. I'm a long-term resident here in Miami Springs. I'm here tonight on behalf of the HOSA Club, which is a new club that we started this year at AIE Charter School. As Mayor Fahed has mentioned what HOSA stands for, this is our Future Healthcare Providers of America. So our group and organization teach life necessary skills and basic first aid, as well as CPR. As will also, these young men and women compete in various organizational competitions, with the first one being the county. We were fortunate enough that 10 of our members, they aren't all here tonight, but 10 of the members are advancing to the state competition, which is going to be in April 16th through the 19th. And again, we're hoping to do very well. And at the same time, as we mentioned, we're looking for a little donation to help us get us there. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to our president and vice president, Ms. Catherine and Ms. Marcella, to tell you a little more about the club. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, council members, and members of the community. My name is Catherine Lorenzo, and I am a student at AIE Charter School. I currently serve as the president of our school's Future Health Professionals HOSA chapter, and I also had the privilege of founding the chapter this year. HOSA, standing for Health Occupation Students of America, is an international student organization that helps prepare students for careers in healthcare. Through HOSA, students gain leadership experience, learn about medical science, and compete in events that test our knowledge and skills in healthcare fields. Even though this is our very first year as a chapter, our students have worked incredibly hard and shown a lot of dedication. We meet regularly to study medical topics and practice for our competitive events. These meetings also allow us to collaborate, grow as leaders, and plan how we can continue building and improving our chapter for future students. I am proud to share that many of our members have already qualified to compete at the HOSA State Leadership Conference. For our first-year chapter, this is a huge achievement and it reflects the commitment and effort of our students. However, attending the state conference comes with significant costs, including registration, travel, and hotel stays. Our team has been working hard to fundraise so that every student who qualified has the opportunity to attend and represent our school. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the people who helped make this possible. First, I would like to thank our HOSA sponsor, Mr. O, for his support and dedication to helping our students succeed. I would also like to thank Dr. Iser and other sponsors supporting the creation of this chapter and encouraging opportunities for students interested in healthcare. HOSA has already made a big impact at our school. It's inspiring students to pursue careers in healthcare and helping prepare the next generation of doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals who will one day serve our communities. As the president of this chapter, it has been incredibly meaningful to see how much our students have accomplished in our first year. We are proud to represent Miami Springs and hope to continue growing this program for years to come. Thank you for your time and for supporting the students of our community.
Is Marcella going to speak? Okay, all right, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your presentation, and we will deliberate now.
Thank you, thank you. And we are hosting a car wash this Saturday night to help as well.
Okay, say that into the mic.
We are hosting a car wash this Saturday. If you want to come out and support, it's going to be at AIE Charter School.
In the
Thank
parking
you.
In the parking lot.
Okay,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
all right. You guys are, you want to just state for the record what you are asking for by way of donation?
Can you give me the dollar
It's
amount?
$250. It says here on
$250 would be
the,
great. That'd be appreciated.
okay, that's what it says on the agenda. So $250. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you for the request. Gentlemen, what do you think? Open it up.
I think that's encouraging to see these young students get involved early on in this profession, and I got some good leaders with Thad there as well. But yeah, I think $250 is fine.
Okay.
One of the few professions not run by artificial intelligence.
Give it time.
Yeah, well, no, I think they're on the right track, and you know, FIU has a great program also. They've got young students going out to homes as part of the outreach program. So yeah, they're on the right track. I agree.
I agree. I think it's a great investment in our community.
Okay, so then, that being said, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the $250 donation to the HOSA Club. Would someone like to make that motion?
Sure. I said a motion to approve the $250 donation to the HOSA Club.
Okay, do I have a second?
A second.
Okay, call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Dion,
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
Yes,
Councilman Lamas,
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo,
Yes.
Mayor Fahed.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, thank you. All right, congratulations, guys. Good luck at
Good
your
luck.
competition. Okay, so we are done with that. We move on to approval of our council minutes. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the council minutes for the February 9th regular meeting.
I motion to approve the council minutes.
All right, do I have a second?
A second.
Okay, so we have a first and a second. Go ahead and call the vote on that.
Vice Mayor Dion,
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
yes.
Councilman Lamas,
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo,
Yes.
Mayor Fahed.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, all right, so I think we got at least one more historic home in, so I'm glad that we were able to do that. So at this time, we move on to 8, and we are going to do a presentation of certificates of recognition to homes that have celebrated 100 years. So it's our historic centennial homes. So come on up if you have one of these centennial homes. I believe we have 372 La Villa, 141 North Melrose, 537 Glen Way. Gentlemen, we're going to be going up. 489 South Drive and 50 Truxton Drive. So come on up. We got,
All right, congratulations.
come on up.
All right, congratulations.
Of course it is.
Living in an old home, oh boy.
I have here the list.
Yeah,
Should come with this challenge.
it comes with its challenges.
The check marks over here.
Keep it in history up and keeping the house up. I'm sure it's a lot of work.
All right.
Congrats.
See, come on in. You guys are important this evening. All right, so I'm going to put each family on the spot.
Yeah.
Gentleman is here for the house too.
Oh, which house?
270
Sorry.
Come on in.
Come on.
270,
270
270, what street?
Rosal Drive.
Rosedale.
Rosedale.
270 Rosedale. All right, we're going to start with you. So so when I give you the mic, please say your name or the family and how long you've lived in the address and how long you've lived in the house. And, you know, don't take too long and we'll give you the hook. But just tell us your name and how long you've been there and tell us about your house briefly.
Walter Macias,
Take it.
23 years.
Talking to the mic.
Walter Macias, 23 years. I live there.
And your house is?
270 Rosal Drive.
270 Rosedale Drive. All right, fantastic. Pass it on to the next one.
My name is Eric Cabrera, 537 Glenway. Actually, I haven't stepped a foot into the house because I'm remodeling. I just bought the house.
All right.
Since November, so I should be moving in by the end of the month, hopefully.
Awesome, awesome, thank you.
On behalf of the Fayhol family, we are at 372 La Villa Drive. We've been watching it for a few years. We finally snagged it a year ago.
Beautiful home, absolutely.
Drayanne Ulukotola, 489 South Drive. Been there since '93. This is my daughter, Anna Marta DeWint. She moved in '93 too. But I lived next door then to 489 at 481 since 1957.
Wow, wow, that's awesome. Go ahead.
Larry and Michelle Goodall, we live at 141 North Melrose Drive. My family's been in that house since '92.
Awesome.
The Kaplan family, I'm here with my mother. 50 Truxton Drive. We moved into the house in the spring of 2020, around there, yeah.
Wonderful. All right, so I just wanted to say that not only are they going to be receiving plaques in a second, but they're going to be getting a yard sign that designates and shows everybody that they are a centennial home that they can have in their front yard, so that'll be nice. And I think I speak for all of us. Like, you guys, thank you for your dedication to these historic properties. You guys are like preserving the beauty and the elegance of it. Those homes have been here, witness to the 100 years of our city. So as we celebrate it today, they saw it when you see those old pictures that they were like nothing but green lots and a few homes. They were those homes that were here when Glenn Curtis was riding around. So thank you again. Your homes give us a sense of place and permanence, and we appreciate you. And I'd like to hear a few words from Dr. Watson. You're coming up anyways because you're next on the agenda, but I do want, as we pass these out. So 141 North Melrose. There you go. Thank you. Can you guys help me with these? 50 Truxton Drive? Yes?
372 La Villa.
Hey, just
All right, you got to hand it to you.
Just because when
270 Rosedale?
I'll set you up as part of it. We're supporting. So I did want to say, I have some friends that live in the city of Miami, and they got a 100-year proclamation from the city of Miami from their commissioner. And I thought it was so cool, and they have it hanging prominently in their house. And so I kind of brought it back and was like, hey, can we do this? But I think it really became meaningful to me when I sat in on a historic preservation board meeting, because you guys had to, like, it was some work for you guys to identify these homes.
Just verified.
Right, right. But can you just speak to the significance of what they're doing with their homes and why it's important for what you believe in as the chair of the Historic Preservation Board?
I'll try to speak for the Preservation Board. Well, I get to make it as simple and concise as possible. You are like maintaining the historic fabric of this community. You are like representing what the foundation of the community was 100 years ago, and what hopefully we'll see it in another 100 years. So you're taking care of that structure. You're taking care of a living museum, but and enjoying it, I hope so. And I also want to mention too, I think a good push came from this, was from the mayor and also from Ken Wild, our city historian. So there was a lot of people pushing on this. So congratulations. I think I'm really excited to see that recognition. So.
Thank you. And this is something that we hope to continue as we identify that with the help of the Historic Preservation Board, as we identify in coming years homes that turn 100. We want to do the same thing. But you guys are in the inaugural celebration and recognition of the historic homes. So how about a big round of applause? All right, let's take pictures. And then to Ron. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, congrats. Good job. I gotta pass by some of them.
Yeah,
Get the list to pass
100, that's you.
by. Your house, I know.
And
The rest of
everything that
you,
you've
I
done
have
to
to
for the
pass
Centennial,
by.
it's incredible. Centennial
I'll
Home.
pass by the house. There's right there. Because I did it. She's right in the house. So I can shop for her. I haven't seen you. Swing by. You do? I gotta. Like right now, I can't visit it, but I gotta pass by it.
Right?
Yeah. Ladies, you see a car in front of you, it's not stalking, I'm just trying to see what your house looks like. Don't worry, there's not close.
Oh, that's right, because this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Should be remodeling your house in South Drive. It's been a while. 144 South Drive. 144 South.
Okay, so we continue with 8A, reappointment. I'll give you a second to get back, I'm sorry, Lou. 8A is a reappointment of Dr. Jim Watson to the Historic Preservation Board for an additional term. Dr. Watson, you serve as the chair, correct?
Yes, it does.
Yes, I mean, I can think, if you guys know Jim Watson, you know what he contributes to that board and the city in general. I would love to support his reappointment to the Historic Preservation Board for an additional term, but, and this just has to be decided on because there are term limits, but the council can reappoint and kind of start that over, but you guys want to chime in?
Well, as the liaison to the board and spending a lot of time with Dr. Watson, especially all the professionalism that's shown during a lot of the work that we've seen lately. You guys have been, to say the least, tested to your knowledge with the Fair Havens project, and I give you credit because you've been there through the whole thing, and thanks to your expertise, I think ultimately the community is getting a big benefit from it, and you have a lot to do with that. So to me, it's a no-brainer to have you again, if you accept, but I'd love to have you continue, of course, on the board as the chair.
I'd like to just say thank you. Thank you for your service to the city. Thank you for your service to the history of Miami Springs. We're grateful to have you. You have my support.
Anybody else want to chime in?
Thank you, Dr. Watson. I mean, I've been in the audience when you lead the meetings, and you're so knowledgeable, and you care about this community and the preservation of the history. So you have a great team, and I'd love to see you reappointed as chairman.
Same, I'd like to say thank you for all your attention to detail. I think it really came through in Fairhaven especially. Thank you very much, and I'd love to see you stay on the board.
All right. So we need to vote on this, correct?
Need a motion.
Okay, so I'd like to entertain a motion to approve 8A, reappointment of Dr. Jim Watson to the Historic Preservation Board.
Set a motion to approve 8A.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second, yeah.
Okay, we have a second from Councilman Perez Crespo, so call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Dion?
Yes.
Councilman Santin?
Yes.
Councilman Lamas?
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo?
Yes.
Mayor Cahet?
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Don't go too far, because 8B is report by the Historic Preservation Board and Councilman Santin on historical markers for 6 identified locations in the city. Who's going to take it away?
You want to, Dr. Watson, you can start it, and then I'll just finish how we're going to afford this.
I did not prepare for this. I actually was coming, I wanted to see the celebration of the homeowners.
Speak into the mic.
Into the mic. So I don't have a large presentation, or a presentation, but I do want to advocate for, we've identified 6 structures. What this is bringing Miami Springs into the rest of the state. We're proposing Florida state historical markers. They're those bronze plaques you see over most of the state. There's not one in the city of Miami Springs, and we have such a wealth of history here. So about 5 years ago, I started a discussion with the board, and it moved forward in terms of trying to identify both the locations and at the same time identifying resources. And at that point, I'm going to turn it over more. What I'll say is we have the 6. We started with 2, and it actually has been brought before one other time, but due to some confusion with in terms of how, just some confusion. And then in the meantime, through our liaison, Councilman Santin, has been encouraging us to identify others And so we actually have 6. We think this would be a perfect contribution on the part of the board for this year to be able to have these markers placed for the 100th anniversary. And potentially seeing what other sites later down. It creates a map across the state of Florida and includes us as a part of it. So with that, I'll turn over to
Yes,
Mr. Sandy.
thank you, Dr. Watson. Yeah, so initially in the meetings, we heard about these 2 initial markers, which was the bridge, the 2 bridges. And for some reason, it went through the cracks, and even though it was going to be approved, it didn't really technically get approved. So that's why we're bringing it back up through approval. And the other ones are the Curtis Mansion, the golf course. The golf course, obviously, the building is no longer historic. It was after the fire, we lost that possibilities. And also the Clune building, and also Stadnik, and as well as the Clune, the Fairhavens as well. So we got what, 1, 2, lost track?
Curtis Mansion.
We got 6. I'm missing one?
I have
Curtis
golf
Mansion.
course, I have golf course, Curtis Mansion, Clune, Stadnik, and Fairhaven. That's 5. Is there another one?
There were the 2 bridges.
There's 2 bridges, so it's technically.
And 2 bridges.
Okay, so just for purposes of us knowing how it's all getting financed, the 2 bridges that were initially, were going to get approved by the former councils, and it went through the cracks. We are going to utilize the city's funds of that area, that the parking fees that we're getting from the Canal Street, when we do the whole area, replanning of the area, we're going to utilize that to get those 2 markers funded. In reference to the Curtis Mansion, there's a donor who is giving part on that. I think his donation was for $3,000. We're going to cover the $500 difference, because now they've gone up in price to $3,500 each marker. And then the other 2, initially, our former commissioner, Kevin Cabrera, had promised to do it. And of course, he's now the ambassador in Panama. And just before he left, I was able to talk to the new commissioner. And I said, look, Kevin promised this. Can you promise the same? She's obviously from the beginning has been on board with this town and helping as much as she can. So she agreed to those 2. So they're going to be donated from our District 6 Commissioner's Office, now the Orbis. And then we got, I apologize, the Curtis Mansion. We're missing the Fairhavens has been spoken about as part of the site plan approval, that they're going to donate the monies for that one. And then we're missing one, right?
What about Stadnik and Clune?
Stadnik was also, we have the funds that we've been fundraising from the Centennial Committee, and we're going to help participate on that one.
And golf course?
No, the golf course was already, we're missing that one? No.
You mentioned the golf course. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, the golf course, definitely. So they've got,
So who's funding that one?
so there's 2 by Natalie Orbis, right? 2 by the city,
All right.
1 by a donor,
Okay.
that's 5. And then we have what, 2 more?
No,
One by Fairhaven.
1 more, so that.
And one by Fairhaven.
One by Fairhaven,
Okay,
and then
all
the
right,
other one's
cool.
by the Centennial Committee
Cool.
fund. So
All right.
all of them are funded.
All right. So, I think it's a wonderful thing. You guys want to just chime in? It seems like.
Through the chair, so Dr. Watson, you mentioned 5. What is the normal span between you designate a building and the marker gets put in?
Well, typically, the committee in Tallahassee, well, I'll go through kind of what the process as I understand it now. We're doing the online application. What the online application does is submits it to Tallahassee, and it generates a letter. The letter will go in as a packet from after, I'm assuming the city manager will be the signer for the city, will be the custodian in essence. At that point, that packet goes to Tallahassee. Generally, they meet only once every 6 months. We have, the clerk's office has communicated with them, and they said if they get a sizable number, being 3 or so, they will call a meeting just for that. That's, there may or may not be a review process on this, so there could be corrections. But once that's approved, they will send, I think basically, what I understand, they send an invoice. So that's kind of their approval. Once the invoice is paid, to be real honest, I don't know exactly, we're trying to find that out, what it takes. These are cast metal. But my understanding is it's between 3 to 5 months.
And if for instance, I'm thinking about Miami Springs Women's Club, that building. Is that future a marker, or is that something?
It could be.
It could be.
Yeah,
And then,
it could be a network in terms of we can identify, and there could be a historic trail, as we already do have one on our website, but it could be an addition to that. And it
So
could
the
also
fund-
draw people from outside the community to see
yeah,
these.
I love it because it makes Springs to be a destination for historical buffs. So in the example of the Women's Club,
Right.
would they have to help fundraise for the marker, or how
We
does-
can do it anyway. Sure, that could be a
Okay.
suggestion. It could be a message with, to the Women's Club and have a conversation with them as well as other sites in the city too.
To the chair, Dr. Watson and the board have to fill out this, not just the application part of it, or more of the story that's gonna go on that marker. And that takes.
That's
No,
actually, all 6 have been completed.
Right, that's what I'm saying, but it takes time to
Oh,
do
right,
that.
for a new one to
Because
add.
you gotta have the board
Sure.
meetings, and then you gotta, all of you approve on the wording, on the story, and then, a lot of times Dr. Watson is in the forefront of that, but it's a little bit of a process, but yeah, of course, I don't know if we could stick in the women's club that quickly, but,
Well, I mean, it's
but
something to think
definitely
about.
might not be it might be possible.
On the marker, is the wording the same on both sides, or is it continuation of the story?
It's, you pay additional for a different story on the backside.
So-
2 sides are, I think, approximately $1,000 or so more.
So these markers are
I
currently
believe it's the
one-sided?
same wordage on both sides
On
of
both
all of
sides,
these
okay.
markers. We
that's-
kept it down.
Okay, that's what I've
Keep
seen
the
in
cost
other
down.
cities. Okay, great. Looking forward to see that.
Yeah.
All right.
And I make a commitment, if they don't get here on time, I'm making a plywood replica of it so we can have a ceremony before the 100 years is out. Because as I say, when we deal with any kind of procedure or bureaucracy that we're not fully in control of, but I guarantee that we can have a celebration before the end of the year, one way or the other.
One way or the other.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right, thank you. So is this something we need to vote on and approve? It said it was just a report, but I think Councilman Santin, and by the way, thank you to Councilman Santin, who has served as our liaison to the Historic Preservation Board, and, it's getting paid for by a lot of sweat equity put in by the Historic Preservation Board and Councilman Santin. So thank you for that. Is there anything that we need to vote on when they say, when he said we need to approve, that it hadn't gotten approved, or is this moving forward and that was just a report of what will come before us later?
I would just go ahead and approve it.
Okay, all right, so I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the 6 identified locations and move forward on acquiring the historical markers for those 6 locations. Anybody want to?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, and do we have a second?
Second?
Okay, we have a first and a second. Go ahead and call the vote on that.
Vice Mayor Dion?
Yes.
Councilman Santin?
Yes.
Councilman Lamas?
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo?
Yes.
Mayor, go ahead.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you again, Dr. Watson.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we have no public hearings, no consent agenda, no previous business. We do have new business, so we move on to 12A, an ordinance on first reading.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Miami Springs, Florida, revising the board composition of the employees' retirement system and police and fire pension plan, amending Code of Ordinance Section 35-05 to permit drop participants to serve as pension trustees on the General Employees Pension Board, amending Code of Ordinance Section 35-56 to permit 4-year terms of office and allow drop participants to serve as pension trustees on the Police Pension Board, providing for conflicts and providing for an effective date.
Mayor and Council, I know you were all briefed on this, but this item was prepared by the pension board through their attorney. The ordinance as announced or read by our clerk explains exactly what's happening. You're allowing drop participants to be members of the board where they otherwise were not able to be that, and you're extending the terms from 2 years to 4 years for the terms of office for each member. That's all that it does.
Is there a reason that
I am
it's
not,
currently this way?
I did not participate in this. It's not part of our.
Okay, but
Are you aware?
No, unfortunately.
What was your question?
Why is it currently the way it is? Like why?
Oh, was codified for 2 years on one board and 4 years on the other. So two general employees were termed for 2 years, and on the police side, it was termed for 4 years.
No, I mean, why are they not
Okay,
allowed to
say,
sit?
say it into the mic, Erica, since they're hearing the question, but they're not hearing the answer.
Why are participants in the drop not allowed to be in the board right now?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what the urgency or not of this ordinance is, so you will have 2 readings. This is the first reading of the ordinance. It will come back to you at your next meeting. To the extent you have any questions, you can either approve the ordinance on first reading this evening and get answers questioned at the second meeting, and if you'd like for the pension board attorney or a member of the pension board to be here to explain, we can certainly arrange for that. Or you can defer this item until.
I mean, my understanding is that there are drop members that would like to participate on the board, so.
Yeah, it just seems pretty specific that they were omitted the first time, so I wonder why. There's some kind of inherent conflict with it, or, but I would like somebody present here next time. Seems like a pretty big deal.
I think we should defer.
Maybe.
What do you think?
I mean,
I'm not aware of
Let-
any urgency on this matter, so.
right. Well, I mean, we all had briefings, right? So if this is a concern that came to you now, I mean, that makes sense, that happens, but the staff's recommendation is for this to be approved, right? That's why it was put on the way it was explained to me. I mean, if you have concerns, we could pass this ordinance on first reading. There's gonna be a second reading. We'll be on a whole nother briefing. You can get those concerns, and then if those concerns aren't addressed, you have questions, right? And you don't have answers, so you don't know yet if it's a concern, but you have questions. If we come to the second reading, and now those questions have been answered, you have a concern, bring it up, and if we can defer it then, we still need 2 readings, but I'd rather not procedurally, kick it down the road. Because, I mean, if there's nobody here to answer the questions, that's why we had the briefings, is to get answers to our questions. And I understand the questions come up as it go, but because we have a second reading, I think that we should pass it and then get our questions answered and bring up any concerns that we have for the second, and then we'll make it better, which usually happens between first and second readings, so. So can I entertain a motion to approve 12A on first reading?
Make a motion to approve 12A on the first reading.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all right, call the vote, please.
Vice Mayor Dion,
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
Yes.
Councilman Lamas,
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo,
Yes.
Mayor Fahed.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, so we move on to 12B, which is just a brief discussion about postponing. So we have our next meeting. So remember, our meetings, for everyone to know, are always the second and fourth Monday of every month, with some exception during the summer months. But, so our next meeting is the 23rd, but that happens to be during Miami-Dade County Schools' spring break. And then that means that, a lot of people are traveling. And if we were to push it back to, I mean, I guess we have 2 options, right? We could cancel it, but I think we can ill afford that with what we're trying to get together. Like, I think we need the time because we got to talk about our ballot measure and everything that's coming up. But if we move it to the 30th, we will still have the 2 meetings in April, the 13th and 27th, so we'll still have a 2-week gap before the first April meeting. So, are you guys in favor of pushing back the meeting from the 23rd, since that's, a lot of people are going to be on vacation, make it to the 30th, and then there should be no ill effects because we'll still have a meeting 2 weeks later?
Sounds like it works perfectly.
Okay, so unless you guys, I'd like to entertain a motion then to move the March 23rd council meeting to the 30th.
Is that a motion to move the meeting to the 30th?
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all right, let's call the vote on that.
Vice Mayor Dion,
Yes.
Councilman Santeen,
Yes.
Councilman Lamas,
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo,
Yes.
Mayor Fahed.
Yes, okay,
The
so
motion
we'll
carries.
make that happen. So now we move on to other business, 13A, vote of confidence for the city clerk as required by section 8.01 of the city charter. So this is the, Erica, do you want to just say a couple words? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but
I love working for all of you. It's been such a pleasure, still a pleasure. And I want to continue working for you, so.
how many years have you been with us?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
All right.
12 years.
Awesome.
And it's like a family here, so I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, all right, so we need a vote of confidence, so who would like to chime in?
Chair, well,
Yes.
sorry.
Chair, I'd like to say it's been a real pleasure working with you, especially my time in council. From the moment that I decided to run until today, everything has been very smooth. It's a pleasure working with you. Thank you very much. To you and your family. Thank you.
All right.
I agree. It's been a pleasure having you. Look forward to continue working with you.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, Eric, ever since the day I pulled the packet, I mean, you've helped me, assisted me along the way, and you continue to be there, and you have a great team. And I've seen how it's grown, and so yeah, I want to thank you for your service to the city.
Through the chair, I'd also like to point out your team is incredible, and I love what you're doing with the passport office. Yeah, great job over there.
Through the chair, I've been fortunate to have an extra term here versus my colleagues, and so I've had the pleasure of working with you. And even though they say that we're your boss, technically, right? I don't feel that way in the sense because you're always just attentive to me and don't look at. You never give me that impression that I have to, get to that point of, saying anything differently. I'm sure with the city manager who deals with you a lot more frequent than I do, but you have to deal with us other four up here. So I give you credit. You've handled it well, and I appreciate it. And it's only fitting to me that you continue, so you have my vote of confidence.
Okay, all right. We need a vote on that?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to.
Motion and a second.
Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to give a vote of confidence for the city clerk as required by our charter.
Set a motion for a vote of confidence for the city clerk.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, call the vote.
Vice Mayor Dion?
Yes.
Councilman Santeen?
Yes.
Councilman Lamas?
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo?
Yes.
Mayor Cahet?
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's move on to 13B, vote of confidence for the city attorney as required by section 8.011 of the city charter. Since we put her on the spot, do you want to say a couple words?
Sure. Good evening, Mayor and Council. It really is our pleasure to serve the city. To answer some of the questions you asked Erica, how long she's been with the city, we're just under 10 years. We took over in the end of 2016. I think you know my former law partner, Danny Espino. I think you know him. And I was really honored to join that team, this team, when he asked me to. It's when I joined Weiss Serota and became a member of the Weiss Serota family and became what I feel part of the City of Miami Springs family. So since then, we've worked with you and all of your departments except pension. We don't do the pension. We don't do your labor and employment work. We don't get involved in those two things. But everything else that makes the city run, we are involved in. And it's our pleasure to do so.
Thank you. Guys?
Through the chair. Heidi, I don't know even where to start. It's been incredible working with you. I think we've had some challenges in the city with some other cases that have come up, and it's all hands on deck from Weiss Serota, and we've been successful. So I appreciate you working hard for the city and getting the job done. I look forward to what we have to do ahead of us. We have a huge task with 36th Street, and I have full confidence that we're working together to get that done. So, thank you. And congratulations on your presidential appointment with the Cuban American Bar Association.
Thank you.
Chair,
thank you for
or election. Sorry.
Yeah, so, thank you for taking our calls at all hours, all questions, many questions. You guys are great sports, very supportive, and very knowledgeable. So I feel very confident by the time we get here, we have great answers. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Same sentiments that I had with Eric and our city clerk, same with you and your staff, and Roger is your second-hand person there. You missed him here today, too. I've had the pleasure of dealing with Weiss Serota now and yourself and Roger for the last 3 years, and I can't, I'm glad you guys are part of our team and our family. I appreciate it, and obviously you have my confidence.
Through the chair. Yeah, Heidi, I mean, I appreciate your insight and your advice, you and Roger, and the rest of White Sororita, your firm. And I understand you always present the lawyer's point of view, right? And then we're like, we'll fight you on certain things, but you're doing what you're supposed to do. So I appreciate your work and what you do for the city. Thank you.
We have to vote on Roger separately.
No.
So actually, when she said "we," she was talking about White Sororita, and while Heidi is meticulous and measured and sensible and great to have on our side to help us filter all the things that are coming at us, she's part of a team, and the fact that we, no matter what happens, she can access Susan Trevarthen or Chad Freeman or Ed Matos or Pete Waldman or Roger Poe or Jose Arango. I don't know how we did it with JMC when we had, I appreciate the fact that White Sororita is a firm that has expertise in every area, just because they've seen everything, and they have those different lanes of expertise that they could guide us on. So obviously vote of confidence to continue our relationship. So thank you. Can I entertain a motion to approve 13B, vote of confidence for the city attorney?
Motion to approve 13B, vote of confidence for the city attorney.
Do I have a second?
A second.
Okay, call the vote.
Vice Mayor Dion?
Yes.
Councilman Santeen?
Yes.
Councilman Lamas?
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo?
Yes.
Mayor Fahed?
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you, Council.
And
Thank you.
you're very well. I'd like to also point out that I was so busy running the meeting that I forgot to speak on 13A, but obviously our city clerk is extremely responsive and also answers at all hours. But not only that, incredibly consistent and knowledgeable, and in those 12 years, a lot of institutional knowledge, and so my vote of confidence as well, even though I already voted on it. Okay, so we move on to 13C. Selection of director and alternates for the Miami-Dade County League of Cities Board of Directors. Who are our current council?
Vice Mayor Dion as the director, and alternate is Councilman Perez Crespo.
Okay,
Currently,
all right.
yeah.
So how do they arm wrestle for it? How do we normally
Rock, paper, scissors?
determine?
Through the chair, I'd like to point out that it's been an honor to serve as a director for the League of Cities. Being that it's my first year, I've really started warming up to the position mostly in like the last month or so. And I'd love to continue the opportunity to do so, but it's either way. I'm grateful for have had that opportunity. So either way, I'll still be involved with the League of Cities.
And we are all invited and go to the meetings, but there's one representative for to be a director, and then one alternate. So you served as Councilman Lamas. Are you interested? Does anybody want to be the director and maybe you be the alternate this time around, or if not, leave him and be the alternate? What?
I attend.
Yeah.
As my schedule allows, so I don't think I can be there.
All right. Are you interested in remaining in the same position? Do you want to switch with Joseph? You be the director this time, and he can be the alternate?
How's your schedule?
It's not. It's him. Joseph right now is the director. You're the alternate.
Okay.
You want to switch that? You could be the. You take the lead. He can be the alternate.
I'll do it. Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. So entertain a motion to approve Councilman Fabian Perez Crespo as the director for the Miami-Dade County League of Cities Board of Directors, and Vice Mayor Joseph Dion to serve as the alternate for the League of Cities Board of Directors. Would anybody like to?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, so it is so moved. Do we have a second?
Second that motion.
Okay, so we have a first and a second. Call the vote on that.
Vice Mayor Dion?
Yes.
Councilman Santeen?
Yes.
Councilman Lamas?
Yes.
Councilman Perez Crespo?
Yes.
Mayor Fahed?
Yes.
The motion carries.
Okay, all right. So we move on to reports and recommendations. Reports from our city attorney.
We will have a report for you at your upcoming meeting.
Okay.
Something that we haven't talked about in a while.
Okay. Ooh, that's intriguing. To
The
be
election.
continued. It was
The
like
election, no.
It was like
Those-
the police
those
Miami
are
Vice
surprise.
video. Like
We
I
didn't
just
talk
get-
about it tonight.
I want more.
It's a cliffhanger.
Okay. All right.
No, we'll talk about the election questions, and there's a lot going on.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Great. And that'll be on the 30th.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Reports from our city manager, our esteemed assistant city manager.
Yes. So I just wanted to thank the Women's Club publicly because they did help us out today with our Women's International Day event that we had. We had a luncheon for our women employees. And the Women's Club was phenomenal at opening up their doors for us. They set up tables, chairs. Councilman Fabian Crest was one of the ones that was there setting up. And they served food and everything. And it was really nice to have the event there. And I thought it was fitting. But I wanted to thank them publicly because they were a huge part of that today.
Awesome.
It was a nice event.
Okay. Thank you. Reports from our city clerk.
Recently, we had a ribbon cutting at the passport office, and it was so successful that we saw an uptick in appointments and
Nice.
walk-ins, so it's been great.
Awesome.
And just to add on the service, it seems like we're going to be opening on a Saturday, and it sounds like we're going to be the only ones in the county with a Saturday service or office hours available. So
That should help.
definitely see an more an uptick
Increase.
in revenues and services. So looking forward to that.
And the patrons that come in, it's like a quick turnaround.
Yes.
So it's great for the residents.
Those that come prepared, within 10, 15 minutes, they're
You're done.
out the door.
Good
Yep.
Lord, yeah, that makes it worth it right there.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, reports and recommendations from our city council. We'll start with Councilman Fabian Perez Crespo.
Thank you, Mayor. So I saw some of you at the Studio Hue 53 at the Centennial exhibition called Ascension, which is celebrates the impact of aviation in our community. It's ongoing till March 14th, so if anyone has not seen it, please stop by Studio Hue 53 right there next to Burritoville. And I think it's great, it's wonderful to have a small gallery in our community. So if we can support that in any way, I welcome everyone to go and check it out. Miami Springs, speaking about the Miami Springs Women's Club, they're hosting a healthcare forum tomorrow night at 7. If you want to learn about healthcare costs, why they're rising in Florida, and how it impacts us in the community, it's a free event. Everyone is welcome tomorrow at the Miami Springs Women's Club at 7. I'd like to thank Juan Pena and Public Works. They repaired a partially collapsed edge of a street around the 700 block of Hunting Lodge Drive. And when I saw that, I coordinated with our city manager, and they got out there really quick and they fixed that. And I just want to remind people that's a benefit of living in a city like ours. That's where our tax dollars go. So as this conversation about tax reform makes its way around the state, remember that we have a very responsive city that takes care of these things. So keep that in mind. And last, remind the residents, there is an official newsletter that's sent by email. If anybody wants to receive that, how do they, I get it, how do they sign up?
Newsletter?
Yeah.
We have a link on our website that
Okay.
you can sign, like stay in touch.
Yes.
I think Juan posted the link as well on social media, but we can start
Okay.
doing it on.
So I encourage all the residents to sign up for that newsletter. It comes in your email. Follow the city on their Facebook and Instagram. Be careful what you read out there on social media. Be careful what you comment on social media. As someone who's worked in social media and with social media, the algorithm works against you in a way when you're engaging in negative. It knows. The AI is smart enough to feed you this stuff. So be careful what you read, verify it, be careful what you write. So I just wanted to say that out there. Thank you.
Okay, Councilman Lamas?
I wanted to thank the Chief Castillo for the police outreach, the 305, at the end of 305 Day, the Croqueta Fest. We were doing traffic stops and giving out croquetas, I'm sure a lot of people were shocked. But it's great that you guys do an outreach. It's a very soft touch. I think it's great. It's one of the many things that makes us so special here in Miami Springs. And congratulations on the 100-year celebration of keeping us safe. Thank you.
Vice Mayor?
I'd like to thank the chief for addressing the issue that we recently had, and that was we had a rough situation that happened over the weekend, I believe, and thank you for getting to work on that and getting it done right away and addressing the city, the residents, and all the concerns. And congratulations on the 100-year. Thank you for having us at the gala. It was an honor to be there. Beautiful gala. Thank you.
Councilman?
Thank you. Well, yes, the gala was a lot of fun, and thanks to our mayor's wife, who grabbed my wife just when I was out the door. An hour and a half later, I was still on the dance floor.
Another hour.
It took me 2 days to get recover, but it was a great event, and you guys did a great job, and we appreciate it. Reference to the clock, as many of you saw already, the Cavalier clock has been moved. Some have mentioned to me, hey, it's off, it's a couple hours off. Well, it's a little bit more complicated. Obviously, it's a specialty, so we have to call the company in Cincinnati, Ohio. They have somebody over here in Florida, but somewhere up in the middle of Central Florida, to fix the brain mechanism of it. So it's not something I can just go up there and turn the clock over to the number. It takes a little bit of expertise. So yes, we'll get that fixed, and we'll have the exact time there for everybody who passes by, who's already said, what a great location. You know, we enjoy it. I'm glad that we can see even more now than ever. So I think our late Mayor Cavalier would be appreciative of the location of it. So thank you for Juan Pena and his crew, because if you saw the whole undertaking with that, including the base, which was 6 feet deep of concrete, and to get it over there and still in one piece, basically, I'm impressed, to say the least. So we got to take our hats off to Juan Pena and his staff. The Centennial, usually there's something mentioning that we have an event, but because the Centennial hasn't stopped working, but actually this is a month that we're just going to take it easy with a Centennial Committee meeting on Wednesday. And then, of course, everybody enjoy your vacation. Those that have school children and able to take off for a week. The next Centennial event will be the River Cities, April 10th, 11th, and 12th, being handled by Lynn and Tom. And last but least, that's it. I mentioned all. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And I just wanted to say that after the morning after our last meeting, we actually got on a plane. Some people may have noticed that we went to Washington, D.C. They were asking, what are you doing in D.C.? Well, we were very fortunate to have received $500,000, Chief. We got $500,000 last year on a request from police from the office of Mario Diaz-Balart, our sitting congressman and our representative. So we went up there to thank him profusely for his support of public safety and our city. And you know, while we were up there, I know some of you guys took advantage and went to the museum and brought back pictures and saw some Glenn Curtis memorabilia. But we did visit with the offices of our sitting senators, Ashley Moody and also Rick Scott. But we once again thanked Mario Diaz-Balart for his generous support in getting us that appropriation, and we're very happy to have his support in that kind of relationship, and hopefully future appropriations will be as fortunate, because it certainly is helpful and goes to good use. So, having said that, this meeting is adjourned at 8:02. Thank you very much.
Thank you.